Dansay relatives, kihugani putis nagas on mahikanto dem, simgigat, sigamana, global wilsas. My name is Shaneen Robinson-Desjarlais. I'm a member of the Cree and Gitxsan nations, and I'm coming to you live from Treaty 1 territory in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, the homeland, of course, of the Cree, Ojibwe, Ojibwe, Dene, and Dakota nations. Winnipeg is also home to many Inuit brothers and sisters, as well as being the homeland of the Métis Nation. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so honored to be a part of this event. I just want to say, Kinanaskomitin, Amiya, thank you to all of the volunteers and organizers of this event. I'm really excited to be a part of it and very honored as well. So I just wanted to mention that my mother is a Gitxsan hereditary chief. She's originally from northwestern British Columbia, from a community called Gittinmax. I have some friends and relatives who live in parts of the affected areas. So that's one of the number one reasons that I wanted to be a part of this movement. So I just want to say blessings to all of you that have been affected by the wildfires and the flooding. Of course, Mother Earth and the human race have gone through a lot, very tumultuous times over the past couple of years, of course, with COVID, natural disasters, poverty, wars, and all those types of things. And I just want to say that I think that we should come together to support one another and show love, honor, and respect. So like I said, I'm really honored to be a part of this event. And at the end of the day, we are all equal in the eyes of our beholder. So we must try to show empathy and kindness to each other during difficult times. I humbly ask that if you have the means, if you could please consider donating to this cause to help families across British Columbia where they are affected. Before I begin my 2 hours of being the master of ceremonies for this portion of the Hell or High Water fundraising event, I'm excited to feature some Indigenous artists and some Winnipeg musicians as well as other Canadian talent. I'd like to start off with encouraging you to give, if you can, to help out our friends and families in the suffering communities of Merritt, Lytton, Princeton, and Abbotsford in British Columbia, Canada. Here is Greg Gerard back at the studio with how you can donate. Dansay, and welcome back, everyone. Again, my name is Shaneen Robinson-Desjarlais, and I'm your master of ceremonies for this portion of our telethon. Have you donated yet? If not, let's do us all a favor and get that out of the way so you can focus on the talent, because I still have another 2 hours of amazing talent celebrating music and fundraising with you. I just wanted to say as well that, of course, we are remembering and keeping in mind the many First Nations of British Columbia who were heavily impacted by the BC forest fires and floods. In the Fraser Valley, a handful of communities were hemmed in and trapped by the floodwaters. Then there was Highway 8 in the Nicole Valley, which lost kilometer after kilometer of road into the river, thus disconnecting First Nation communities and Indigenous peoples from escape routes, services, and supply chains. Many First Nation communities were threatened by not just floods, but by fires as well. Throughout the day and night, we at the Hell or High Water fundraiser are honored to have had so many talented Indigenous singers and musicians performing tonight. And I'm so honored to introduce you to some of them as well. We would like to welcome our my first guest to the Hell or High Water virtual stage. And this is a lady that I used to play on the radio many moons ago when I worked in radio, and I'm definitely a huge fan. It's Beverley Mahood. She's an award-winning singer, songwriter, performer, actress, humanitarian, and television host who has built an impressive multi-platform career on a foundation of undeniable, dazzling, and absolutely captivating talent. With 5 Juno nominations, CCMA wins for Female Independent Artist, CMT's Indie Artist of the Year, and numerous Country Music Association of Ontario awards, her career shows no signs of slowing down. Beverley's diverse resume includes touring with iconic stars George Strait, Tim McGraw, and Kenny Rogers, hosting numerous television shows, including City TV's Breakfast Television, CMT's Pick a Puppy, and a starring role in the Lifetime movie Changing Seasons. Here's Beverley Mahood.
It's important for each and every one of us to take care of each other in body, mind, and in spirit. Do yourself a favor. Be a part of this initiative's Hope and Gasoline and donate. Sunset falling down on a dirt road. Nothing here but me and that scarecrow. Middle of nowhere. Wind blowing through my hair. Bag stuffed in the backseat of my car. Heading for what's stuck in my heart. There's nothing left here but a handful of memories. I'll write so you don't forget me. That highway is waiting. Freedom is calling my name. I just wanna go somewhere I've never been. so empty. I fill her up in Albuquerque. When it gets dark, I sleep underneath the stars. I drink tequila till I'm drunk, dance with a stranger cause I want. I follow that road wherever it leads, check the oil and chase my dreams. Time is wasted, freedom is calling my name. I just wanna go somewhere I've never been, and I'm gonna get there. And all that I need is a little hope and gasoline. Moon's up and the windows down, me and this black top are nowhere bound, wide open hands on the wheel. Freedom is calling my name, and I just wanna go somewhere I've never been, and I'm gonna get there. And all that I need is a little hope and gasoline. Yeah, is a little hope and gasoline.
Great job, Beverley. Nicely said and beautifully sung. Thank you so much for sharing. That was Beverley Mahood. I'm a huge fan, so thank you so much for being a part of this event. Very cool. Our next musical performance is by a true musical self-starter whose story-driven lyrics are fused with a modern country sound and a strong yet carefree stage presence. Her name, Lisa Nicole. Lisa hails from the mountains and nature of small-town Castlegar, British Columbia. Her big break into the Canadian country music industry was with her debut EP, It Got Ugly, and a showcase at the 2013 Canadian Country Music Awards. In 2015, Lisa won the BCCMA Music BC Artist Development Project, followed by 2 BCCMA award nominations in 2016. Her star was rising. In 2018, Lisa moved to Nashville, and in 2020, she released some new singles in anticipation of her new upcoming album, Where the Wild Hearts Beat. Welcome to the Hell or High Water virtual stage. Here's Lisa Nicole.
Hello, my name is Lisa Nicole.
And I'm Jason Thomas.
And we're super excited to be here today to play a few songs for you for a good cause. We all know that BC has been hit pretty hard this year with not only COVID, but also floods and fires. And we're all coming together today to raise some money for victims. So we're gonna play a couple songs for you. We just released my 3rd album, Where Wild Hearts Beat, in August. And the first single off that album was Wait on Me. Jason and I wrote that down in Nashville a couple of years ago now, and we're super excited to share it with you. So this one's called Wait on Me. Rough
wait on me, baby. Wait on me, wait on me.
Thank you. The next song, and we're just doing 2 songs today, so thank you so much for tuning in and listening, and don't forget to go and donate at hellorhighwater.ca. So the next song that we're going to play for you is the latest single, and this one is called Gypsy Girl.
Drop a dot on the map, got a full tank of gas. Mama, don't you worry, I'll make it back. I'm a freedom queen, got places to be, and pockets full of crazy dreams. Gonna dance like no one's watching, and gonna live that song free falling, like a gypsy girl, like a rebel child. I find freedom in the wind, feel the wheel spin around and round and round, a little rock and roll in this country song. Rolling east, west, north and south, my arms around the world like a gypsy girl, yeah. And give me stars in the sky, no speed limit signs, and a dollar store angel in the dashboard light. Sand on my feet in the San Fran breeze, go with the flow where wild hearts beat. Go where this road takes us, from Tennessee to Vegas, like a gypsy girl, like a rebel child. I find freedom in the wind, feel the wheel spin around and round and round, a little rock and roll in this country song. Rolling east, west, north and south, my arms around the world like a gypsy girl. My next destination is out there, somewhere waiting. I'm a gypsy girl, I'm a rebel child. I find freedom in the wind, feel the wheel spin around and round and round, a little rock and roll in this country side. Rolling east, west, north and south, my arms around the world like a gypsy girl, yeah, like a gypsy girl, like a gypsy.
Hey, thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Lisa, and this is Jason, and make sure you donate at hellorhighwater.ca.
Every Canadian has heard of the band Prairie Oyster and the lead singer and bassist Russel deCarle. You must have, with all the hardware he and his bandmates have won. Russel is no stranger to awards and accolades. His Oyster years were rewarded with 6 Juno Awards, more than a dozen Canadian Country Music Awards, and enough gold and platinum records and #1 singles to fill a living room wall. Today, Russel is writing and jamming and surrounding himself with a group of talented artists, the same artists who played with him on his 3rd album, Alone in This Crowd. True to form, Alone in This Crowd offers a fluent collection of songs that mix Southern soul and restrained balladry with obvious touches of jazz, blues, old school country, and Western swing. Let's put our hands together and welcome Russel to the Hell or High Water virtual stage.
Hello, everyone out there, however you're watching this, whatever you're watching this on. So happy to be a part of this. And right now we're in Toronto. I drove in today to Kitchen Music Studios, the home of the Briggs Music School here. I'm here with my compadre, Steve Briggs. And we're so happy to be a part of this. We were cloistered away, of course, and we'd be talking on the phone. We haven't seen each other in a while, but we'd be talking on the phone and just, oh boy, seeing the footage from out there, the floods, and then of course earlier on in the year, the fires, and just how horrendous it was, and we couldn't help it. You know, God, look where that is, look where that is. And we knew those areas so well. And of course, Steve is from BC, he's from Powell River. And we just have so many great friends and fans out there. And so it's great to be asked to do this. Hopefully if this does something, helps to loosen a few purse strings out there, if you would donate, that would just be fantastic. And I'm going to do a brand new song for you that I just wrote a little while ago, and it's called Take Away Your Blue. Thanks everybody, and hopefully see you later on. Here.
If I could roll back the years, take back the tears, cruel words that were spoken, a heart that's been broken. If I could help you forget the heartache and regret, I'd do anything for you to take away your blues. Go that extra mile to catch a smile, see the sparkle in your eye, be your joker, your clown, to turn that mood around. I hate to see you so down, hangdog and wearing a frown, and I'd do anything for you to take away your blues. That extra mile to catch a smile, see the sparkle in your eye, be your joker, your clown, to turn that mood around. I hate to see you so down, hangdog and wearing a frown. I'd do anything for you to take away your blues.
Welcome back to the Hell or High Water Fundraiser. In a couple of hours, 7 p.m. by all accounts, we go live to the Clark Theatre in Mission, BC, Canada for a 2-hour lineup of performances with the likes of George Canyon, Aaron Pachette, Tom Jackson, Jackson Hollow, Karen Lee Batten, Kenny Hess, Jim Burns, Lisa Brokop, Bruce Coughlin, and Jackson Hollow. Our next musical performance comes to us from Atlanta, Canada. George Wolf is an accomplished songwriter, bassist, and singer, fronting his own band named Lonewolf, as well as playing bass for various Canadian recording artists. George has been nominated for multiple BC Country Music Association awards for 6 years running. He was bassist in the BCCMA Country Club Bands of the Year. In December of 2018, George returned to his home province of Nova Scotia to pursue his musical opportunities. Let's give a grand round of virtual applause to George Wolf, coming all the way from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Hi there, this is George Wolf from the band Lonewolf. I'm out here in beautiful Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I'd like to send my love out to my friends in BC that have been affected by the fires and floods out there. I'm going to challenge all my East Coast friends and musician friends to go to hellorhighwater.ca and donate right now to help all those people that have been affected. I'd like to sing a song for you. It's going to go on my next album. I wrote it a few years ago when my mom passed away, and it's something that she taught me. And it's called Life Goes On. I held my mama's hand and said goodbye. Then I sat out in the parking lot and cried. I knew she had to leave me in the end. I knew that I was losing my best friend. I know that she no longer feels the pain. I know someday that we will meet again. Even now I feel my mother's love, and I know that she's still watching from above. Life goes on, the world keeps turning, though the candle flickers, still keeps burning. Carry the love, it'll help you along. Life goes on. Life goes on through the dark of the night. Grab those memories, hold on tight. The end of the tunnel, you can see the light. Life goes on. Kids are standing around my bed, I hope they'll remember these words I said. Life goes on, the world keeps turning, though the candle flickers, still keeps burning. And carry the love, it'll help you along. Life goes on. Life goes on in the dark of the night. Grab those memories, hold on tight. At the end of the tunnel, you can see the light. Life goes on. At the end of the tunnel, you can see the light. Life goes on. I held my mama's hand and said goodbye. Sending all my love to the West Coast. HellOrHighWater.ca. Go and donate right now.
Thank you, George Wolf. It is good to know our friends in Nova Scotia, Canada are there for British Columbians. In fact, we have musicians joining us from almost every province and territory in Canada. So thank you, Canada, for having our backs here at the Hell or High Water Fundraiser. The problems have not gone away for the families affected by the BC fires and floods in Merritt, Lytton, Princeton, Abbotsford, and the surrounding First Nation communities. So here we are, 8 to 4 months later, and the problem is bigger, yet the attention is less. How does that work? So it looks like it is up to us to make the difference in the lives of so many. So please give if you can. Tell others about our cause right now, because everything helps. With 4 top 30 hits, including his self-written gold certified top 10 single, Gone Long Gone, 2021 Music NL Indigenous Artist of the Year, past ECMA and CCMA awards and nominations, Jason Benoit has solidified his place in Canadian country music. He has been direct tour support for major country artists such as Old Dominion, Tim Hicks, and the Washboard Union, also performing the main stage on nationally acclaimed music festivals such as Boots and Hearts, Cavendish Beach Music Fest, and Rock the Park in London, Ontario. With over 8 million streams worldwide, his raw writing style and his entertaining live show, Benoit undoubtedly has become a fan favorite in Canadian country music. Welcome along with me, Jason Benoit, to the Hell or High Water virtual stage.
Hey guys, this is Jason Benoit. Really thinking of you guys out there during this, this difficult time with the wildfires and the floods out there. Anybody watching this right now, if you haven't donated, really they need your help. So click that link and just give what you can. And anybody who's donated so far, thank you so much. This song is a song that hasn't been released yet, but it's coming out very soon, and it's a song I wrote called Time Traveler. I passed that cold at 11, and I woke up just about noon. But I skipped the eggs and the coffee, and I went straight way to get through this. I'm holding these pictures of you, 'cause I'm the time traveler, and I'm just killing time. Yes, I'm hoping, waiting, self-medicating till you make up your mind. And I don't know how long I can do this, but I know the time's gonna fly, 'cause I'm the time traveler. Yeah, time traveler. I grabbed the keys to that old pickup truck, International 1953, and I rev the engines. I think about you in the passenger seat. I turn our favorite music up loud. A little Hank Williams Jr. sets me free. And just for a moment I'm back there. Yeah, and everything's just like it used to be. I'm a time traveler, and I'm just killing time. Yes, I'm hoping, waiting, self-medicating till you make up your mind. And I don't know how long I can do this, but I know that time's gonna fly, 'cause I'm a time traveler. Yeah, I'm a time traveler. Don't you come on back home, so time can move on. Well, I'm a time traveler. Yeah, I'm just killing time. Yes, I'm hoping, waiting, self-medicating till you make up your mind. And I don't know how long I can do this, but I know that time's gonna fly, 'cause I'm the time traveler. Yeah, I'm a time traveler. Won't you come on back home, so I can move on. Yeah, I'm a time traveler. Thanks, guys.
Our next guest is Bruce Banman, who was elected MLA for Abbotsford South in 2020. Bruce was an eyewitness to the disasters that uprooted Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, and the Sumas Prairie. He has been a proud resident of Abbotsford since 1982. Having served as the mayor of Abbotsford from 2011 to 2014, Bruce entered politics out of a desire to better serve his community. He entered municipal politics again in 2018, this time running for city council. Bruce is a strong advocate for agricultural issues and affordable housing, two very important issues affected by the BC floods in this region. His background provides him an insight into the challenges facing Abbotsford South.
Hey everybody, I'm Bruce Banman. I'm the BC Liberal MLA for the riding of Abbotsford South and Aldergrove. And in the heart of my riding is the Sumas Prairie, which saw some of the most catastrophic flooding that we had when basically our world was turned upside down here in British Columbia. I'm not the only riding, however, that was affected. We had Merritt and Lytton, that Merritt had flooding and Lytton had those catastrophic fires. And we also had Princeton, as well as other areas in our province that experienced extreme weather events and fires throughout the last year. I want to thank the organizers of Hell to High Water. You know, it's worth mentioning that artists, performing artists who, through the last 2 years of COVID, have basically seen their lifestyle and their ability to earn an income disappear at live events, have actually taken the time, yet once again, to think of not themselves, but others. So thank you for that, and thank you for those of you that are going to donate as you watch the entertainers. You know, the flood that happened in my constituency, unfortunately, I pretty much had a front row seat, and it was devastating. When the waters came in, there in one point, there was a 20-foot wall of water that came rushing at farmers. The losses, the loss of livelihood, the loss of livestock, machinery, homes, buildings, barns, was unimaginable. And I have had many phone calls, many meetings, emails with farmers that are looking for answers, they're looking for help, and they're looking for ways that, as farmers always do, can get back to the business of growing the food that we rely on. They're a resilient lot, farmers. But by far, I think the biggest toll is the emotional and mental toll that many of these farmers will have to go through. But sadly, I don't think that that's really going to get its true effect for a long time, because after a catastrophe, you know what you do? You just get to work. You don't have time to think. You just get to work. So I think for many of them, the emotional toll will come quite a ways down the road. This whole experience actually shone a light on community. I watched my community come together, neighbor helping neighbor. I watched people from throughout the Lower Mainland pitch in and donate, whether it be a pair of rubber boots or a warm pair of gloves, a place to stay, dropped by with food, dropped by with money. It was truly amazing. It brought out the best in people, and it filled my heart with hope. Sadly, we also saw some of the worst in people. As if the floods weren't bad enough, there were individuals that afterwards decided that they just dropped by and helped themselves to things that weren't theirs. There was looting that went on. And people that had lost so much lost even more. But I prefer to think about the good. And I'd like to thank not only all of you and everyone that came out and helped and donated, but I'd like to thank the province, our country, and even the world. We had donations that came away as far as China and Taiwan, just to name a couple. But we need to remember now to be mindful that we're far from being out of the woods yet. As the Sumas Prairie and the province starts to come out of the depth of winter, it's only then that we will understand the true magnitude of the job that lies ahead of us. Many of the crops are 100% write-off. They'll have to be pulled and replanted. Livestock will have to be replaced. Barns will have to be rebuilt. Homes will have to be refurbished and rebuilt to make habitable again. It is an immense task that lies ahead. And sadly, many of these people did not have insurance because they live on a floodplain. Well, the interesting thing about those that grow our food, most of the fertile land is actually in a floodplain. So they have a lot of work ahead of them. There's a pretty steep hill yet to climb on this one. So I want to thank all of you for the time that you're going to take to help however you can to help put the communities in this province back to where they can be whole again. So thanks once again from my heart and from my home to yours. Enjoy the show and donate as much as you can.
Thank you so much, Bruce, for your message and thoughts from Abbotsford South in British Columbia, Canada. Our next performance comes from Will Randall. Will is a singer, songwriter, and guitar picker who was raised in Nashville, Tennessee, and now resides in Alberta, Canada. When Will moved back to Canada, he hit the road playing guitar and fronting various bands. Did you know that Will came in top 23 in Canadian Idol Season 4? Over the last 10 years, Will has shared the stage with some of entertainment's finest artists, from Shane Yellowbird, Sawyer Brown, Dwight Yoakam, and Josh Turner. After some well-needed time off, Will is back and better than ever. With a fresh EP, he is definitely on his way to fulfilling his dream. With such a wonderful past and great friends that he has in the music industry, Will now knows it's time to reclaim his spot in country music. Please welcome Will Randall to the Hell or High Water Fundraiser virtual stage.
Let's welcome singer, songwriter, guitar picker, and Canadian Idol success story from season 4, Mr. Will Randall, to the telethon. How you doing, Will?
I'm doing wonderful, sir. How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing fantastic, sir. So, Will, maybe if you would be so kind as give us a little intro of yourself, your story, and share some of the highlights of this musical journey, this ride that you're on.
Well, I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee at a very young age and learned how to play country music, and moved back up to Canada in 1995 and finished high school and decided to go back on the road. Started my, I guess you could say, my adult career up here. And throughout the last 15 years of my life, I've had the pleasure of playing with some of Canada's top talent, and I feel very blessed.
Excellent. Wow. What a ride, eh? Like, I was looking at through your bio and your story there, and it's just amazing what you've done and where you're going.
Well, as I said, I've been very blessed. I've been able to work with some pretty amazing people, such as Carla Hackman from Sakamoto. She has been a huge, huge help for me. Mm-hmm. The guys that I've had the opportunity to work through with the bands that I've been in, my current group that I'm working with, it's a roller coaster ride, and I love it.
Obviously, you've been watching the media, reading online, and of course, where you get your sources is about this BC fire and floods that we had here in BC in 2021. It is arguably the biggest disaster in BC's history. Maybe if you'd be so kind to just share with us why you wanted to be part of the Hell or High Water fundraiser.
Well, I grew up most of my late teens and early 20s in Vancouver. So one of the big things is giving back. I cut my teeth of my adult career in Vancouver and with the musicians and the patrons around there. And I actually went to school at Centennial High School in Coquitlam, and, go Centaurs. But yeah, the main thing was to give back. The amount of lives that have been affected with the floods and the fires, this is an opportunity to give many, many people, a chance to rebuild their lives, from everything that's been taken from them. And once again, I'm just very blessed to be a part of this.
What does the future hold for Mr. Will Randall? Anything you've got in mind that you want to share? Maybe something you might give us a hint, or, something coming down the pipe?
Well, we are working on a new single called Ready, Set, Run. I'm hoping to have it out within spring, summertime. I'm doing some casino dates right now. I was just in Fort McMurray there on March 10th and 11th at Rivers Casino. And what a great time it was. I'm heading back home for the first time in a lot of years, going back to Nashville in May. Going to go hang out with my dad and see some of my old friends and see what maybe I can stir up around there. I know Donnie Lee's down there quite a bit, and he's also involved in this. So, hey, Donnie. But yeah, no, I'm so stoked for the things that are coming up, and yeah, cool. It's awesome.
That does sound cool. Maybe before we let you go, is there anything else you'd like to share? Anything you want to tell our audience and share with them before we let you go there, Will, and listen to some of your music?
Well, honestly, I just want to make a call to action to all my fans and friends and family. If there's ever been a time that people need help, it would be now. And I'm asking you, please donate what you can, whether it be a dollar amount, whether it be, voluntary hours to help out. These folks need, they need a fighting chance, and we are the ones that have that, opportunity to give it to them.
Very wise words. I really appreciate that shout out, Will. And I can tell you right now, there's a whole province that's really appreciative of that as well. And hopefully a whole country gets behind this and we can do some really good things. So again, Will, thanks for coming to the show.
Hey, you bet, man. We love you, BC.
1, 2, 3. Passing through, Lord knows the damage that girl could do when she rolls in and out. You try real hard, wanna make her stay, but she's got a heart that can't be tamed. And no, she's gone. You can't contain a hurricane. Ain't no man gonna change her name. Ready, set, run, run, run. Can't stop her now, she's come undone. Feet on the ground, back to the wind. She's ready, set, run again. Should've seen her coming from a mile away. Big brown eyes and legs for days. And oh no, it's on. I ain't the first, won't be the last to think that I might stand a chance with a girl like that. You're right. She's been burned too many times. Won't take a risk on a love like mine. Ready, set, run, run, run. Can't stop her now, she's come undone. Feet on the ground, back to the wind. She's ready, set, run. Ready, set, run, run, run. Can't stop her now, she's come undone. Feet on the ground, back to the wind. She's ready, set, run. She's ready, set, run again. God bless you, BC.
Well, our next artist is super good looking and talented, if I may say so myself. He was born into a musical family and is a proud Métis man from Manitoba. Martin Desjarlais took to the drums at 10 years old. Playing in bands, he honed his skills. In his 20s, he discovered he had a voice that needed to be heard and started entering contests and winning. Now in his 30s, Desjarlais was chosen to be showcased as part of Festival de Voyageurs 2020 and a headliner act as part of the Manitoba Métis Federation's The Beat Goes On live concert series. Martin was also one of the artists chosen to participate in the Manitoba Arts Network Indigenous Music Partnership Residency. Desjarlais, a Manitoba emerging country music artist, is now stepping into the world of writing his own music and will release his first EP this year. Please put your hands together and welcome my husband and daddy to our three sons, Martin Desjarlais, to our virtual Hell or High Water stage.
Hi there, my name is Martin Desjarlais. Happy to be here, happy to be part of this lineup of artists to support this great cause. We're here to support and to raise some funds for the folks at BC that lost their homes and their businesses and their livelihoods due to wildfires and flooding. We have family up in northern British Columbia. We live in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and we followed along in the media, and it was hard to see families losing everything like that and to be relocated and stuff like that. So I'm urging you guys to pledge your support if you can, to open your wallets and your checkbooks and your hearts and to help these folks get back on their feet. I'm happy to be here to share some of my original music with you guys. If you would like to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Martin Desjarlais Talent, I would be so happy to have some new followers. Check out the fan page, that would be great as well. Thank you so much for having me be here. My first song that I'm going to share with you tonight is it's called What They Say About Me, and it's about making the most of the time and making the most of the blessings that you get in this life. Well, I know life is fragile, we're only here for a little while. 'Cause one day you're here, the next you're gone. You never know when it's your time, when God calls you home. In a time on earth is through, this is what I hope they say about me. He was a good man, he was a father, son, a friend, and a brother. He loved his wife and his 3 sons. I was working hard until the setting sun. Time was up, and you all gathered round to say goodbye to me. This is what I hope they say about me. Darkness, cold wind blowing. Somehow I found the light again, and I am ever thankful that He sent me your sweet love and all the blessings He sends from up above. 'Cause He was a good man, He was a father, a son, a friend, and a brother. He loved his wife and his 3 sons. I was working hard till the setting sun, but my time was up, and you all gathered round to say goodbye to me. This is what I hope they say about me. I was working hard till the setting sun. When my time is up, you all gather round to say goodbye to me. This is what I hope they say about me. I hope they say about me. I hope they say about me. That one's called What They Say About Me. That's unreleased right now, but it is going to be coming out soon, so keep your ears peeled for that one. I have one more song for you. This one is called Truck Driver Man, and this one's going out to all the hardworking truck drivers, brothers and sisters out there on the road. It goes like this. Sun's coming up and the birds are singing. Time to kick the tires, light the fires. I can hear the diesel humming. Big freight line, if there's loads to haul, I got bills to pay. Wanna lay the rubber down every single day, 'cause I'm hard-working truck driver man. Trying to keep it straight between the lines the best that I can. But 1,000 miles to haul, we got time to make. I wanna lay the rubber down every single day, 'cause I'm a hard-working truck driver man, a real steel gear jamming man. Down in Alabama, up to Mississippi, northern Manitoba to Hazleton, BC, Omaha, Nebraska too, even drove to Nova Scotia in a Chevy Malibu. You know I've been everywhere, man, and I breathe that mountain air, man. Those miles I've driven my share, man, yeah. 'Cause I'm a hard-working truck driver, man, trying to keep it straight between the lines the best that I can. 1,000 miles to haul, we got time to make. We wanna lay there and down every single day, 'cause I'm a hard-working truck driver man, real steel gear driving man. Woo! I'm a hard-working truck driver man. I'm a hard-working truck driver man, trying to keep it straight between the lines the best that I can. 1,000 miles to haul, we got time to make. I wanna lay them down every single day. I'm a hard-working truck driver man, real steel gear driven man. I'm a hard-working truck driver man. This song is called the hard-working brothers and sisters out there on the road. Keep it between the lines, guys and gals. Thank you so much. My name is Martin DeJarlis. Check me out on social media. Follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Thank you so much. At Martin DeJarlais Town, take care.
What many Canadians do not know is that many First Nation communities in BC have had numerous evacuation alerts and orders because of both fires and or floods. In fact, many BC First Nation communities in British Columbia were impacted by fires and or floods in 2021. The Shaken Indian bands located along Highway 8 between Spence's Bridge and Merritt, BC, Canada, were hit by two disasters, one after the other. The floods were not the first disaster, but the second in less than a year that forced residents to run. At one time, the people of Shaken were away from their homes for more than 30 days because of the summer wildfires, and then around 100 days before everyone could move back home after the floods. Some still don't have homes. Sadly, after returning after the fires, the land around them was now black, scarred, charred, and lifeless. Then, after the return of the floods, the river was wider, flatter, and had no banks. It was rerouted. The landscape was unrecognizable and had permanently changed after being charred, then submerged in water. Right from this morning, we have heard tragic story after tragic story, which seems to have no end. So we must write the last chapter. So please help. I'm hoping all of us here at the Hell or High Water Fundraiser has earned your generosity and have mobilized you to assist us in a community rallying cry. Our next BC story of resilience comes from Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, in the Sumas Prairie. Philip and Trina Graham are fourth-generation farmers, a young couple starting a family together, working the land night and day, caring for their animals, and then one night, all hell broke loose, and they were too swept up in the chaos of the Abbotsford floods. Greg Gerard sits down with Philip and Trina to talk floods, family, and farm life during the devastating floods of BC on a program we are calling The People of the BC Fires and Floods. Please give if you can.
Today we're having our friends here in Abbotsford in Sumas Prairie. Philip and Trina Graham are joining us today to share their story, a little bit about their experiences and challenges that they've experienced during the big Abbotsford Sumas Prairie floods. So I'd like to welcome to the show Philip and Trina. Maybe Philip and Trina, if you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourselves. Tell us a little bit something special about your life on the farm.
All right. We're Phil and Trina. We are third generation dairy farmers on the Sumas Prairie. We have 4 young kids we raised on the farm here. And
Okay, so Philip and Trina, let's go back a bit here in time to the morning of the Sumas Prairie flood. Maybe you can take us through some of the first few days, because from what I'm hearing, very challenging first couple of days, quick decisions, quick everything. And how are you feeling and what were you seeing during the first couple of days of the Sumas and Sumas Prairie floods?
The morning that we got evacuated, we had a police officer come knocking at the door super early in the morning. Phil was still out milking cows and I was up with the kids, and he basically said, you have to leave. And there was no water around us. So I asked him, I said, are you serious? Like, do I really need to go? How serious are you? And he said, you have 20 minutes to pack up your kids, grab some things. There's one route out of here. And all the other roads are washed out. You need to go. And he told me the route. So yeah, I called Phil and he came in from the barn quickly and he said, okay, well, you grab the kids, pack up the truck and you go. And he said, I got to stay with the animals. I got to make sure they're going to be okay and they've got food and the things that they need. And he was going to do what he could to make sure they were okay. And he said, I'll meet you later. So that's what I did. I grabbed handfuls of things. I threw everything I could think of in the truck. And I took off with the kids trying to find my way. The route was to Chilliwack, and I don't know anybody in Chilliwack. So I spent most of the day in a Walmart parking lot with my kids. They're all 4 years old and under. So it is quite interesting. Meanwhile, just keeping in contact with Phil every 15, 20 minutes. Just how are things? What are you doing? Like, what's going on? Because I couldn't be there. And that was quite hard for me. Phil and I aren't separated often. So yeah, it was quite challenging. He was here by himself too, which was scary for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he just kept sending me pictures and letting me know how it was. And then, yeah, later that afternoon, he can tell the part where he's here, but later that afternoon, he had told me, I'm swimming cows over to our highest barn in 3 feet of water. And he looks up and he says, oh no, it's coming fast. I need to go.
Whoa.
And he put his phone down and I guess he hit airplane mode and I couldn't get a hold of him for hours. And yeah, a lot of emotions happened there, but anyways, I got a hold of him and he's good and we're together and yeah, lots of scary things, but
yeah. So Phil, when you saw the water, when you saw this water coming at your farm and how many dairy animals do you have?
we were milking 230 at the time. Plus we have all our heifers on farm, and before the water came to our farm, we were trucking cows out. We had lines of cattle trailers in our yard. We moved as many as we could till bridge washed out and there was too much water flowing over the road to safely get trucks. Their trailers were getting washed into off the road with the river flowing over the roads. And so at that point we'd stopped moving animals off the farm and we were just moving one barn that's like 4 feet higher than the rest of the barn. So we were moving everybody we could to that barn. I had couple of people here helping me move, and yeah, as soon as the dike burst, we just had a river. A river running through our yard, and we're trying to get all the littlest animals to the barn to dry. And sorry.
Yeah, no. By all means, I could imagine the emotions and the tough.
Yeah.
How hard is that on a person? You can't even put words to it.
So in the moment you don't even know, and then after it's not easy. But
no. And is your I know that you've incurred some damages and some loss. But are we back on? I noticed you've got your walls torn and it looks like you're ready to drywall. And Are you sort of making some sort of remnants of a recovery process?
Yeah.
Is it starting to happen for you, or is it that a struggle as well?
It's starting. It's definitely there's always struggles. Like the cold weather, you have other problems. But we're milking cows again. We were able to salvage a lot of our feed. We're able to salvage, and like our houses we're just finished insulating yesterday. We're going to be drywalling next week. We're getting that back up and going.
Yeah.
It's a process, but we keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And you got from the sound of it, from the people that we've been fortunate enough to meet in your region there, the community, the farming community has really come together to help each other out, is what I'm hearing. And is this the case?
It's the farming community. We've had like rugby teams out here helping clean up stuff. We've had church groups. We've had hunting clubs out here. We've had everybody. Like, there's been a ton of volunteers and support out here from different organizations.
And that's got to feel a little bit of good that somebody's got your back.
Oh yeah,
absolutely,
no, definitely been good. Yeah. There's been lots of help. Yeah.
Exactly. So from what you guys are seeing now of where we are now after this, with 4 of our communities really taking a beating, what are you seeing with this recovery process? How is it working for you?
I don't know. It's like we're still working through it all. Like we've been told by the government that we don't qualify for their programs as of yet, and
it's been really hard. You know, we have like $2 million worth of damage to our farm, and we have to get it up and running now. We can't wait months, and so that's been challenging. But again, we've had so much support. So although we haven't maybe had the government support that we would really love to have as of yet, it's been the support of our community has been outstanding. We never knew we were that loved by you know, so I think that's huge for us.
Yeah, I think and that's if there's anything that comes out of this, it just shows that people look after people in our own hood, our own backyards. Absolutely. And I think that's the positive, if anything. And that's exactly why we got together, 40 artists and all these and yourselves to come on board, because we're hoping that we can make a big dent and help some families exactly like yourselves that are trying to do the best they can. And it's been a challenging time. So I guess maybe leaving on that, Phil and Trina, is there anything that you would like to say to the people watching the telethon, to British Columbians, to Canadians, before we let you go?
Yeah, just thanks for everybody who has donated and is going to donate, and we just
but it's not over. People say, aren't you thankful the flood water's gone and your life is back to normal? This isn't normal. This isn't, and we definitely encourage everybody that can to donate, whether it's money or time. The High Water Fundraiser, I think, is going to be amazing and do amazing things and reach so many people. So hopefully you're touched by something that you see on this. We just encourage everybody to donate in any way that you can, really.
Yeah.
There's so many people affected.
Yeah, and I think, and this is an important message for everyone that is watching and enjoying this entertainment. There's a lot of people that have come together to tell their stories, to entertain you tonight, to make things work. We do appreciate anything you can give to help rebuild families, as Philip and Trina's, to help them and to help the thousands of others that are still displaced. I think the big message, as you guys have really made clear, is it's not over. If anything, it's worse now, because now the bills come in. Now you've got the challenges. Now you've got all this. Yeah, the flood was horrendous, but now we're dealing with bigger problems that affect a lot of different avenues. Is that pretty accurate?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. During the flood, there was not a whole lot we could do. But now there's a ton of work. There's a ton of things to do.
Action now. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, well, Philip and Trina and your 4 kids, thank you very much for joining us. We are going to do our best to try and make sure we help you. Thank you for sharing your story. I do know how tough it is, and I know that it takes a big person to come on and share their stories. So thank you so much for you both for your time and your generosity of sharing the story. And we'll keep in touch.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Philip and Trina, for sharing your story. We all could feel the stress it had on your young family. We send you prayers and love and well wishes, of course. There are many families like this, so please give if you can. Encore performances are those vignettes and songs which resonated tonight with everyday Canadians. This is a heartfelt message and performance from the band known as Dirt Road Opera. Dirt Road Opera is based out of Kelowna, British Columbia. Their journey began back in 2016 when Juno nominees Rachel Matkin, Barry Mathers, and Jim Ryan once again teamed up to make some music. Previously, all three played together with a well-known Canadian country band called the Cruzeros. Their mutual love of Americana roots music inspired them to start writing and recording an album of their own. And a year later, their debut album, Nowheresville, was released. They're known as the writer, the singer, and the musician. Barry, an award-winning songwriter, Rachel, the gifted singer, and Jim, the classically trained musician. Newest member, Rob Bailey, is a multi-instrumentalist, playing keyboards, guitar, pedal steel, and banjo. We are so excited to welcome back to the Hell or High Water virtual stage, Barry, Rachel, and Jim of Dirt Road Opera.
Hi, folks. We're called Dirt Road Opera, and I would just first like to start off by thanking Cheryl Holman, our good friend, for inviting us to be part of this great benefit. And climate change is a real thing, unfortunately, and we see it happening all over the place now. So we're glad to be able to help out here. I wrote a song the other day for, in particular, for the fire in Lytton, and it came to be pretty quick. So we got it recorded, and it's called "Hell Has Come to Town," and we'll play it for you here in a bit. Rich, what do you know?
Yeah, it's just extremely hard to fathom what those people involved in that had to endure and what they've all lost. Unless you're in it, you'll just never know. It's just very heartbreaking. A lot of my family live about 30 kilometers down the road from Lytton, so hit pretty close to home. And thankfully they weren't directly affected, but it's a very sad situation. Yeah.
I also have a family member lives there, and I thought a lot about her through that time. Meanwhile, Barry said, climate change is real. I hate to say it, but it's real. It has to be real because look what's going on everywhere, every season at different points. So anyway, we're thinking about you.
Yeah.
So this whole deal is about helping each other out. And so if you can help out in any way, I'm sure it'll be much appreciated. And there you go. Thanks.
Thank you.
There's a storm on the horizon, and all we can do is run. And there's no time for nothing, just grab the little ones. The sky is burning and the tracks are hot. As our worst fears are realized, the shirts on our backs is all we got. Couldn't stop it if we tried. Now we got nothing left to lose. Our whole world's been turned around. No, we got nothing left to lose. Hell has come to town. My father's father built our house here some 100 years ago. Now his great-grandchildren have got nowhere to go. Just be strong for the children. Don't let them see you cry. Now we've got nothing left to lose. Everything we had is gone. No, we got nothing left to lose since hell has come to town. From the ashes we will rise, and our stories will be told. We are strong and will survive, and with all our hearts and soul, with the kindness of the strangers and our friends, we'll build it all back up again. Now we got nothing left to lose. Everything we had is gone. No, we got nothing left to lose since hell has come to town. No, we got nothing left to lose. Our whole world's been turned around. No, we got nothing left to lose since hell has come to town. Hell has come to town.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jeremy Dunn, General Manager of the BC Dairy Association. I hope you're enjoying today's concert. Thank you so much to the organizers and all of the artists for everything you're doing to support communities affected by floods this year. At BC Dairy, we represent about 470 dairy farmers from every corner of the province. Our dairy farmers work hard 7 days a week, 365 days a year to produce nutritious food for families while caring for their animals and the environment. They're proud to contribute to their communities and to the economy. 2021 was a particularly hard year for dairy farmers in BC. On top of dealing with the impacts of COVID that have affected us all, the summer season brought wildfires and farms in the interior. We had close to 90 dairy farms that were on evacuation order for close to 2 months. Then in November, the Sumas Prairie suffered tremendous flooding as a result of the atmospheric river events. This affected homes, barns, fields in the Abbotsford area primarily, but also in Langley. As you all know, and we're all impacted, our road network was crippled. This made it incredibly challenging to get feed to our dairy farms, but also get milk off of our farms to our processors and into grocery stores. It was an incredibly challenging time. In fact, that time is still challenging today. There was tens of millions of dollars of damage to fields, equipment, barns, but mostly to farmers' houses. Tremendous damage, particularly in their basements. Construction and renovations are still ongoing today. It's been a very tough time for our farmers. They're tough and they're working through it. They've been producing milk every day, and that milk's high quality and getting to your stores. Now, in response to everything that's happened, our farming community stepped up in a big way. People came together, offered their time, resources, and support. Honestly, we were a bit overwhelmed with the generosity that people showed towards our dairy farmers. Everyone is tremendously grateful for the generosity. Today, our dairy farms are on the road to recovery. There's still a lot of work to do and a lot of need on farms that have been affected by fires and floods. We're so grateful to the organizers and performers at today's High Water Telethon. Dairy farmers have shown again and again that they'll continue to be there for us, working to feed our communities come hell or high water. The support demonstrated through fundraisers like this means a lot and keeps farmers going when times are tough. Today, let's show our appreciation for BC's farmers and everyone who lives in rural communities affected by natural disasters this year, and let them know they haven't been forgotten. Visit hellerhighwater.ca today and show that you support and make your contribution. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the show.
Our next performer is my good friend Dustin Harder, whose recorded work has reached over 40 countries on radio, and his songs have reached #1 on the Canadian National Indigenous Top 40 Countdown charts with songs Hold Me Tight and Killin' Time. Dustin is an award-winning singer, songwriter, guitarist, producer, and has been recording professionally since 1998. He is a proud Métis who originally played for the Dusty Roads Band, but now it is all about prairie soul music. Dustin Harder is focused on speaking the language of music, making it uplifting, positive, thought-evoking, and healing music for your soul. Dustin Harder creates a splendid blend of great musicianship and great music in which blues, folk, funk, rock, country, jazz, and reggae all fuse into a unique blend of rocking prairie soul roots music. Please let's welcome Dustin Harder to the High Water virtual stage.
Hey folks, Dustin Harder here with Prairie Soul from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Come to give you some uplifting, joyful music in these hard times we've been having over the last couple of years. Most recently, this flood that you guys are going through out in BC and the relief that's being needed to get through all this. Way too many people displaced off of that. I can only imagine myself being out there. I did some time up in BC, up in the Shuswap, and out in Merritt, BC, working for Melvina. And I've done countless tours out that way as well over the last few years. So when Melvina asked to be involved, I didn't hesitate to participate in this to try to, bring some positivity and joy into your lives right now with this song called Can't Give Up on Your Love. We've been shown, but I'm not doing what we're told. So you give this chance today to consider this is when I say, listen to your heart and soul. We will guide you farther than you may know. Oh, you give this chance today to consider this is when I say, something's true and something's gone. Something's canceled, sometimes won't. But you give this chance today to consider this is when I say, listen to your heart and soul. We will guide you farther than you may know. Oh, you're gonna give this chance today to consider this is when I say. Something's done, always canceled, sometimes won't. You give this chance today to consider this is when I say, and something's done, always canceled, sometimes won't. You give this chance today to consider this is when I say, listen to your heart and soul, it'll guide you farther than you may know. You give this chance today to consider this is when I say, listen to your heart and soul, it'll guide you farther than you may know. Oh, you gotta get this chance today to consider this is when I say, where has the time gone? Only exists in memory. Where has the time gone? give up on your love. I won't give up on your love. I can't give up on your love. I won't give up on your love. Hope that brightened up your day, and yeah, God bless you. See you soon.
Our next guest hails from Canada's north, but sent us this message from the country of Hungary in Central Europe, where they are currently touring. Now you have to see the love in this long-distance effort to help out BC fire and flood families. Maybe this will earn your generosity. Please give if you can, and tell others about our event right now. For more than 25 years, Welders' Daughter have been well known for their extensive career of full-time live performing across Canada. Originally from BC, before landing in the Northwest Territories, where they have become local living legends as Canada's house bands of the North, Welders' Daughter performs favorite rock and country classics to top charting hits to the delight of packed rooms. Throw in some of their own original music and you've got a band that can do it all. They were recently nominated for awards from the Chamber of Commerce and are excited to show off a brand new theatrical show now in preparation for when pandemic restrictions lift. Welders' Daughter is also working on its first country album and has released a couple of singles already. This band keeps busy. Again, let's put our hands together and welcome Welders' Daughter to our virtual Hell or High Water stage.
Hi, my name is Karen Novak. I'm with the band called Welders' Daughter. This is Attila Novak, my guitar player and husband, and this is Chubb Mazufi. Currently, we're coming to you from Hungary, but we are a house band up in Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. We're missing our bass player, so we'll say hi to Tom Banke as well, who was a big part of Welders' Daughter as well. We've been performing for years, and we've been touring up and down the highways of Western Canada for 25 years now. We're celebrating 25 years this month as a performing band. We couldn't have done half of that stuff without all the little stops in the towns and the bars in the circuit, as we called it, for many years. Coming from originally from Desroches, BC, we know exactly when we saw all the devastation happening last year with the fires and the floods. We knew exactly which towns and the people that were being affected, and actually used to live very close to where the highways got washed out and people were trapped. So we were watching with great interest when that happens, and definitely had our hearts and worries with each and every one of the people that were affected by this. We've been touring up and down that highway, and I can tell you one story about people helping each other. One time, one of those big snowstorms that the Coquihalla is famous for, we were stranded. The highway came to a complete stop. We were stuck there. We had our son was like just months old. So one phone call to Melville White up in Merritton. She immediately said, yeah, come on in. And she took care of us. And that's exactly what the people of the Valley are all about. And we'll never forget that. So when we had the opportunity to give back, absolutely, we're here 100%. And what we'd like to do is thank you guys for organizing something for this, because there was lots lost. We've seen our friends lose their homes, their livelihoods, their roads and farms and possessions, things that can't be replaced sometimes. So we really wanted to reach out and help, and we want to encourage all the touring road bands. This is my challenge. All those touring road bands that used to go up and down that Coquihalla, stop in all the little places along the way, we want to challenge you to go onto your socials, raise some money for the Hell or High Water fundraiser in your band's name. Get all of your friends to join in and donate it as under your band name. There was lots of us touring those roads. We all know those roads, and we know the hazards that come with living in BC and all the fury that Mother Nature can throw at us. So what we'd like to do today for you is play an original Welders' Daughter song, because tomorrow was never promised. So we wrote this song, and it's called You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone.
We've had a good time together, made a lot of memories with time. Lately we've been closer till
Thank you.
There are so many factors creating chaos when talking about the floods in BC. In Abbotsford, one of the big reasons for the flooding was that the dike couldn't hold back the water in Abbotsford's Sumas Prairie, which, by the way, is a floodplain. The diking system failed. The Sumas Prairie, therefore, the white water currents quickly swamped one of British Columbia's most vital farming areas in the province. Although many people got out just in time, the outcome for the farm life was not so fortunate. The cascading incoming floodwaters happened so fast that the farmers could not find transportation quickly enough to move out all their farm animals. The result was tragic, a death toll including over 600,000 poultry, 12,000 pigs, 420 cattle, and yes, even 120 beehives. When the waters receded, death was everywhere. We hope you're getting our message of why we have all gathered here today and why, if you can give, please give. And why after sharing, share again. It is that important. Our next performer is Winston Chubb, aka Dunn. He is a proud father and husband, independent artist, and roofer. He hails from the Opaskwayak Cree Nation in northern Manitoba, but calls Winnipeg home. My day job is actually at Manitoba Music. I'm the Indigenous Music Development Coordinator, and I'm so proud to have worked with this young man on many projects over the years. Please welcome Dunn.
What's up, everybody? My name is Dunn. I'm an Indigenous hip-hop artist based out in Manitoba. And a little bit about myself. I've been doing this music thing for at least 9 years now, and things are starting to generate momentum, and I'm very thankful for that. Very thankful for the opportunities that came my way in my journey of music. And yeah, but I just want to talk a little bit more about what's happening in BC with the floods and the fires and the families that are affected. We're just trying to gather as much momentum and as much love and support for the people, for the communities that are affected by these events. And my heart goes out to the people out there, because it sucks losing a home, or it's just like, it's horrible to have something be taken away from you that you work so hard for. And like I said, my heart goes out to everybody out there. But just know that we are supporting and we are helping, and I'm here to help. I'm here to do something about it. So if you want to do something about it, you could just donate anything. It'll be very appreciative. Just go to www.hellorhighwater.ca, and yeah, just donate anything. Spread the news, spread the message. Share it with somebody who you think would support. Okay, so with that being said, I just hope everybody understands. So here we have a song called Give Me Love, and I released this song last year along with a music video, so it's available on all streaming platforms and available for your viewing and your listening. The story behind it, it's basically just a shout out to give me love. I've been trying to lead a healthy lifestyle along with my family, and from figuring out things left and right about what's the proper way to love someone. So this is kind of an expression about it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It all started with no love. All the hate they blown up. All the things I've known of. It makes me sick like throw up. Everything they told us. All the knowledge I don't trust. When I die it's all over. It's venomous like a cobra. In my veins I find it strange. Speaking up what I like to say. All the secrets they hide away like old food in the microwave. I don't want it, don't like the taste. Getting high then I fly away. Ain't nobody come around my way like goddamn. Don't hang up on the phone now, baby, pick it up. I know you're trying to listen to me, they don't give enough. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. I try to tell them all about the scars and made the cut. Apologize for saying sorry, I don't give enough. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. Now I'm dealing with my kids. Asked how much my life is. Made a trip to the pawn shop just to find out it's priceless. On the edge I might trip. Something told me just dive in. Open up my eyelids. I'm cracking up like dry lips. Hey, get my soul back from the people that stole that. Fixing up my broke ass like goddamn it, I'm grown, man. Forget this, y'all owe it back. Education, y'all know the facts. Put a check like shoulder pads. I run it through. Don't hang up on the phone now, baby, pick it up. I know you're trying to listen to me. They don't give enough. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. I try to tell them all about the scars that made the cut. Apologize for saying sorry, I don't give enough. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. I'll never know why they ever let me go. I left it on. They watch it like an episode, the favorite show. But I can feel it in my bones. Don't ever know. Don't hang up on the phone now, baby, pick it up. I know you're trying to listen to me. They don't give enough. Want is love now. Give me love. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. I try to tell them all about the scars that made the cut. Apologize for saying sorry, I don't give enough. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. Cause all I want is love now. Give me love. It's all I wanted. Yeah, so that's Give Me Love. Shout out to Shaneen, shout out to Greg and everybody holding it down. You know, yeah, thankful for the opportunity. Much love. Peace.
Well, folks, my time as your master of ceremonies is coming to an end. Thank you so much again to the Hell or High Water Fundraiser for inviting me to be a part of this epic event. After this next song, Greg Gerard will be your host the rest of the way on the Hell or High Water Fundraiser for the next hour before the live concert, which of course you can watch right here, by the way. And then he will walk you through the grand finale 1 hour after the live concert. Greg is one half of the Brothers of Tourism with his brother Colin. They operate the award-winning travel and adventure website www.ehCanadaTravel.com and the Experience Community Program, which won the 2021 Canada Prestige Award for the best community marketing program in Canada and the BC Economic Development Award for best community marketing program for communities under 20,000 population. They are small town and tourism entrepreneurs and influencers, consultants, strategists, public speakers, and very, very proud Canadians, of course. Before we get to hang out with Greg and his lineup of top performers, let's introduce you to our next guest. Our next performance comes to us from a singer and songwriter, generally regarded as the most awarded independent country vocalist in Canada. Junos, CCMAs, OCMAs, Jamie Warren has created a 35-year career in which he has released 54 singles, many of them hits. For the last 4 years, Jamie has been consistently writing with other artists for their projects, as well as his new CD, All of the Above. He felt it was time to say something with his own voice and his own words at a time when country music was contemporary yet again. Egasani, Amia, thank you so much once again to all of the volunteers and organizers, and of course you at home, all of the supporters for this great event, and thank you so much for asking me to be a part of it all. Let's put our hands together for a big round of applause, of course. Welcome Jamie Warren for my final performer of the evening. Thank you so much once again. Here is Jamie Warren to the Hell or High Water virtual stage. Have a great evening.
We're rolling. We're rolling. Hey, hello, everyone, and welcome. My name's Jamie Warren. This is Jeremy Williams. We want to thank Ron Chilton, our pal. He's running sound today. We're at the studio. That's where we're hanging out. And thank you very much for tuning in to Hell or High Water. And with that, hellorhighwater.ca is the email address that you could please donate to. We'd really appreciate that. And we are here to dance. No, yes. No, we can sing a song. If I could take one step back, I'd be slipping out the back door, and I'd take one more drive in my daddy's old car. I'd take one last look through Mary's bedroom window. If I could take just one step back, song called Basement of a Church. Mary Ann Elizabeth James, 5 months old and a week today, in a pretty white dress her mama made for her, with 3 drops of water upon her head. Welcome to the family, the preacher said, and we all stood up and whispered, Amen. We all know what happens next. Take the stairs down and hang a left, 'cause life begins and ends in the basement of a church. And there'll be coffee to drink and tears to cry, homemade butter tarts and apple pie. You got your sandwiches cut in 4, they want nothing left, come on and eat some more. There'll be a loving hunger wait when you walk through that door. You gotta know life begins and ends in the basement of a church. Walking down the aisle on a Saturday night, her mama smiled and her daddy cried as he gave his daughter's hand to a fine young man. And Benjamin softly said, I do, and with a tear in her eye, Susie said, me too. Then we all stood up and sang, hallelujah. We all know what happens next. Take the stairs down and hang a left, 'cause life begins and ends in the basement of a church. And there'll be coffee to drink and tears to cry, homemade butter tarts and apple pie. You got your sandwiches cut in 4, they want nothing left, come on and eat some more. There'll be a loving hunger wait when you walk through that door. You gotta know life begins and ends in the basement of a church. We celebrate John Jacob's life today. Grandpa, to you it's so hard to say goodbye, and help carry him away. And what you're needing ain't in that flask, it's the hand on your shoulder as you're tipping it back in, a gentle voice saying, you're gonna be okay. So you gotta know life begins and ends and begins again in the basement of a church. We celebrate if I could take one step back, I'd be stepping out the back door, and I'd take one more drive in my daddy's old car. I'd take one last look through Mary's bedroom window. If I could take just one step back. Whoa, 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 whoa. HellerHighWater.ca. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you very much.
My name is Bobby Garcia, and I am down here at Claybanks Park in Merritt, BC, which was at one time a beautiful spot. Hopefully it will be again. So today I'm talking about the floods and the fires that occurred last year, 2021. And this is for the High Water Telethon that a number of artists, BC artists, are doing to get some donations to help those in dire need. So I want to thank everybody for donating, and please donate. It's a really, really great cause. We're going to take some shots and just show you some of the devastation from the Merritt flood that happened last November of 2021. This is where Stephen and I shot my video, I Remember When, last year. And the difference today is staggering. There's no words to even put it to. Just the bridge itself that separates Collettville from Merritt is out, and just seeing that after growing up in Merritt your whole life, it's tragic, it's sad, and I really feel for all the people that lost their homes and are displaced, and that's why it's so very important to donate to this great cause. Just want to thank everybody for doing that and for donating, and just kind of take a pause just to look around, because it's not the same, but it will be again. So once again, thank you guys. Okay, the song I chose to record today is I Remember When. I wrote it a number of years ago, and like I said before, we did the video, some of the video down here at Claybanks Park when the river was flowing the other way, and we came down here today and we couldn't find the river, and it's totally changed. So I thought it'd be fitting to just play this song again. Kind of, it's almost the same spot where we were, but not really. I remember growing up, there was always one around. Most nights I just couldn't wait to hear that old guitar sound. It was kinda hard at first, and those 6 strings sure made me work. I remember when I get so excited to play it again. Singing them old time country songs sure makes me wanna go back to them. And I remember when I first learned how to play guitar. Watching Dad and Uncle Mike on any given Friday night. Lots of parties, lots of fun, right up till the morning sun. We do it all over again, and those Friday nights, they never end. And I remember when I get so excited to play it again. Singing them old time country songs sure makes me wanna go back to them. And I remember when I first learned how to play guitar. Well, I'm a little bit older now, and when I first started out, I still got that same old dream. Kinda makes me wanna scream. I remember when I get so excited to play it again. Singing them old time country songs sure makes me wanna go back to them. And I remember, hey, I remember when I first learned how to play guitar. Thank you very much. Please donate to the cause, Hell or High Water.
Was intrepid waters, you know more than I. While the cleansing's falling, while people left to cry, I'll bask in your glory. Yeah, I'll bask in your glory with humbled head. sacredest, you recede the waters back from land. The perch from fire, forged from blood, humble footprints frozen in mud. Perch from fire, forged from blood, humble footprints frozen in mud. Frozen in mud. We are at your disposal. We bow, we bend, but faith and courage stitches us up again. Smudge our lands from deep within. Heal our souls from the past that sin. Let prayers of restless souls be answered and received. Let Mother Nature's reconciliation be seen and set us free. Perch from fire, forged from flood, humble footprints frozen in mud. Perch from fire, forged from flood, humble footprints frozen in mud. Frozen in mud. Wise intrepid waters, you know more than I. Why your cleansing's falling, while wakes are left to cry. I'm basking your glory. Yeah, I'm basking your glory with humbled hands.
Ajo apsituke spumukena.
Well, the storm clouds gathered,
And how they did rain down.
you stood in disbelief and held your breath.
Disaster leaves you helpless.
Till you reach for higher ground.
Faith, friends, and hope held strong. I know you can bet.
I know you can bet.
Come hell or high water, gonna be right there with you. Come hell or high muddy water, gonna see what love can do. I heard sacred ancient drumming.
I felt and shared your pain.
Saw your family nearly lose it all. Sure as every valley has two sides.
Some canyons long and dark at night.
You won't walk alone. Should you ever slip or fall? Oh, no matter what, come hell or high water, gonna be right there with you. Come hell or high muddy water, gonna see what love can do. Oh yeah. right there with you.